This is Radar for On the Radar Entertainment blog with another weekly baseball observation. Man, the Cardinals continue to bat Matt Carpenter leadoff, despite him being one of the best home run hitters and most RBIs in the league. That makes no sense. The Orioles continue to bat their best player second, Trey Mancini, and to play him in right field when he's been a major league left fielder his whole entire career. And then wasting time with Hansel Alberto, giving him a bat when they like Ruiz and Nunez at third base, first base, or DH. And then Wilkerson is also playing the outfield when he's a second baseman. You could solve the second base issue by playing Wilkerson every day. That would make sense. And Santana, he's been playing right field his whole major league career. Playing him in left field and playing Mancini in right field, it's just a waste. Keep Mancini in left field if you can't play him at first base or DH. But if you can play him at first base or DH, then don't DH Pedro Severino. You're not using your guys at the best position. And the Red Sox in some games have seen Christian Vasquez, the defensive catcher, known for his defense. He's only known for that, playing third base. He's in Blake Swihart. I don't understand what they're doing there. The Reds continue to play Jose Peraza in the outfield and Buck Farmer at second base. Even if Scooter Gennett comes back, they're not going to take Iglesias off shortstop, so I assume, also the way that Derek Dietrich is playing, that Peraza, if he's going to have to play, is going to be the outfield, and Buck Farmer's going to only play sparingly, maybe at second base at some days. But if Scooter Gennett and Derek Dietrich are back, and you have Peraza, there's no need for Buck Farmer to play second base as well. And the Rangers continue to use starting pitchers in their bullpen like Shelby Miller and Drew Smyly, but they just said goodbye to Drew Smyly, so that's a different issue. And the Marlins, I'm tired of seeing Brian Anderson in right field and seeing Cooper or O'Brien in the outfield. They're not outfielders. And then taking an outfielder like Austin Dean and playing with first base is stupid. And then they're wasting time with Rivera like they did last year, Yadiel Rivera, and this year again with Miguel Rojas. They're backups. You're a last place team. You're trying to build. You don't want to continue to use backups. And to play JT Riddle in center field when you have a gluttony of outfielders. No sense. And then the Rays make no sense by having Travis d'Arnaud or Avi Garcia bat leadoff when they're all about home runs, and also playing d'Arnaud at first base when you have Lau and you got all these other guys that can play first base. No. And then Beeks and Faria should be in your rotation. They should not be pitching out of the bullpen. And then you just continue to bat Montreal at second. Fletcher is playing left field. He's playing third base. He's playing second base. Play him as shortstop until Justin Simmons comes back. Because you just got Justin off the bench and got Brian Goodwin. You don't need him in the outfield, Fletcher. And then the Tigers took my advice of moving Jacoby Jones out of the 9th spot. They batted him leadoff, which I don't think where he should be. He should probably be batting 6th or 7th. Indians continue to bat Lindor leadoff and play Jake Bauers in the outfield some days. I know your outfield situation is a mess, but that's only if you have a DH that is actually a DH. DHing Roberto Perez one day or DHing somebody else is just a waste of time. And the Braves continue to have Acuna play center field and leadoff while Inciarte is injured, and they got plenty of starting pitchers in the bullpen. But if the rotation is Teheran, Foltynewicz, Kevin Gausman, and Dallas Keuchel, it doesn't matter how many starting pitchers are in the bullpen. They have their main four. So that will resolve itself. Bryce Harper, I've seen him bat leadoff and bat second. Keep him in the 3rd spot. You spent all that money for him to be your number 3 hitter. And Sean Kingery, I know you want to play him in center field, but Roman Quinn is back. Give Roman Quinn the opportunity to play center field, and either have him or Gene Segura lead off. Stop playing Kingery center field. Maybe you play him in left field like you do with Serpa sometimes. That's fine. Also, Rhys Hoskins should bat cleanup. That's a perfect spot for him. The Twins are playing Martin Gonzalez in right field and Max Kepler some days in center field. Now that Byron Buxton's back on the DL, injured again, it is a very good idea to play Jake Cave every day in center field because he played pretty well last year. Martin Gonzalez should not be playing the outfield. The Yankees, Luke Voigt and DJ LeMahieu are having all-star caliber seasons, but batting them 1 and 2 is not where to be. LeMahieu won a batting title batting second. Luke Voigt, I know when you have Stanton and you have Judge and you have Gleyber Torres and you have Edwin Encarnacion and maybe Kenneth Morales and you have Gary Sanchez, that maybe you want to bat Voigt second or Judge or Stanton second, but no. The guys should be batting second are guys like Gardner or Aaron Hicks, or them batting leadoff for Cameron Maybin, or DJ LeMahieu batting second, not leadoff. And then the Astros with all the injuries, they're playing Bregman and Brantley, the best hitters in the lineup, 1 and 2. You think with all the injuries, they would bat him 3rd and 4th because they don't have the guys like Springer or Altuve Carrera in the middle of the lineup, and they're also playing some days that first base prospect that just came up and has been on a tear in left field in these interleague games because they don't have a DH spot open, and sometimes on shifts, Josh Reddick is playing center field at first base. Not really liking that because you could just play the first base prospect at first base. You don't have to play him in left field. Keep Reddick in the outfield. The Jays continue to put Gurriel in the outfield with Grichuk and Dury some days, so that's a really bad defensive outfield. Randall Grichuk is your right fielder. Keep him there. You have so many center fielders on your 4-man roster. Play him in center field. Eric Sogard and Freddie Galvis are not your future. Eric Sogard is not a DH. By DHing him, that means Rowdy Tellez doesn't DH or Guerrero or Drury doesn't DH, and then you have to play Drury second base or in the outfield. It's stupid. And then the Jays are doing this opener thing too, and they have enough starting pitchers they can just start. And the Rockies, whenever they don't play Ian Desmond, they play Dahl in center field. He's not a great center fielder, but that's whatever. And Tony Walters should not be playing second base. You have McMahon, and you got Rogers, and you got all these guys on your roster that play second base or third base, and even Daniel Murphy. Like there should be no reason to play Walters at second base. First base, maybe, but not second base. And then the Dodgers are continuing to bat their sluggers like Max Muncy and Jock Peterson top of the lineup. Max Muncy playing a lot of second base. If he was going to play a lot of second base going into the year, then just make him your everyday second baseman. Because they're wasting their time with Beatty and Garlick at first base or the outfield when Bellinger should be playing some first base or David Freese should be playing more often. The Padres continue to bat Will Myers in center field and sometimes lead off when they have enough center fielders. They're still having starting pitchers in the bullpen and relievers starting games. The Mariners batting Kyle Seager second and not in the middle of the lineup is silly. And then at the same time, they're having openers when they have enough starting pitcher. They have bodies that can start, like Wade LeBlanc and Mike Leake and Tommy Malone. They can start. I don't understand this. And then the Cubs continue the Schwarber Bryant 1 and 2 things. Some days with Bryant in the outfield, Hayward in center, so Cargo can play right field. They're trying to go for the worst defensive outfield. The Giants also are trying to go for the worst defensive outfield by playing Brandon Belt in left field and Sandoval or Tyler Austin at first base. When Tyler Austin and Sandoval are backups, if you want to play Austin, you can play him in left field because you have no DH. Kevin Pillar, stop playing him in right field. He's losing the opportunity to win the Gold Glove in center field this year. Nationals batting Adam Eaton second now, when his best value is batting leadoff. And the Diamondbacks. One day Marte is bleeding off. One day he's batting second. One day he's batting third. One day he's playing shortstop. One day he's playing second base. One time he's playing center field. Consistently just keep him in the same spot in the lineup and consistently play him second base every day. That's the best spot to put him. And in the Pirates, there's no reason to put Colin Moran second base when you have Kramer and Newman and Adam Frazier on your team. And Jung Gong could actually play shortstop if you play Colin Moran at third base. But outside of that, the common theme is a lot of teams like the Reds, the Rangers, the Marlins, the Angels, the Tigers, the Blue Jays, the Padres, the Mariners, the Giants, and the Nationals, and the Diamondbacks, and the Pirates. They're not going anywhere, but they're continuing to make silly decisions, and you wonder why they're in last place. This was Radar for another weekly baseball observation. Tune in next week for another On the Radar Entertainment Blog weekly baseball observation. Bye.